Hello and welcome to Always Wright, the podcast with me, your host, Charlie Wright. Today I'm joined by Claire.
Claire.
I find it so hard to not laugh every time I do an intro.
That's why I covered my mouth. I was like, don't look at me. I'm laughing.
I could see I was like, oh, don't laugh. Don't do it. Anyway, Claire, how are you? This is the first time we've done just us on a podcast.
Oh, yeah. Weird. I thought it felt weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. Uni.
Would you like to tell the listeners what you're studying? I feel like you've spoken about it before on here, but in case some people don't know.
I am studying vet medicine.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So it's
How's
busy.
it going?
It's a lot of content. We're doing neuroendocrine at the minute, so lots of
Too
stuff
many
about
smart
the brain.
words.
The brain makes no sense to my brain, but anyway.
But like the brain of what animal? All animals or a specific?
Yeah, just like generalized pathways for like we just did pain and we did like spinal cord and neurons and nerves and cranial nerves and fun stuff.
Wait, so I have a question. This might be dumb, but you're studying a doctor of vet medicine, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means when you finish, are you technically a doctor?
Yeah, so it's not, okay, this is where I got confused. It's like a master's course, but it's not a master's course. It's not a doctorate, but it's called Doctor of Vet Med. And yes, I'm pretty sure at the end of it, I will be able to put Dr. Claire on my name.
I love that. That's so cool.
I like it too. And I thought, I'll use it when I get on an airplane, I'll put Dr. Claire instead of Miss or whatever. And then I realized, hang on, what if like there's an emergency in the air and they're like, oh, we have a doctor, it's her. I don't like dealing with people medicine stuff. So
true. Very true.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
I think it would be Dr. Vincent, not Dr. Claire.
No, I'll be the cool vet who's Dr. Claire.
Oh. I like Dr. Vincent though. It sounds like what's his name? The vet guy on TV. Oh no, wait, that's his first name. What's his name?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dr. Chris Brown.
Yeah, Chris. Dr. Chris.
I was also thinking of Dr. Harry.
I do not like Dr. Harry.
Why? Drag him.
I just don't like him. I just don't like him. He breeds cute dogs though.
True. Speaking of dogs, you have a dog in your background.
Yeah, just yeah.
What's her name?
It's Whiskey.
What type of breed?
She's a wire-haired pointer.
How long have you had her now? A while.
3 years, I think. I think she's 4, and we got her when she was 11 months. So 3 years, I think.
But she has. Do you think that she has behavioural problems? How would you describe it?
She wasn't exposed to lots when she was younger, as far as we can tell, in like the critical periods of development. So she is just more reactive to things.
Right.
So she reacts to scooters and skateboards because they make really cool noises, and she doesn't like kids because she never really had interactions with kids, and she doesn't like when people come to the house because that's like her zone, and she gets very freaked out about it. She doesn't like when strangers want to pat her or touch her or come near her. She doesn't like that.
Right. But if you're walking her and you see a dog, do you like cross the road?
Yes, but that's not necessarily because she's going to react bad. That's more so because she likes to go a bit crazy when she plays with other dogs. So she'll just like pull and then spin and they'll try and play.
Right. See,
she has dog friends at the park. So.
Oh, that's good.
She's off late, and she doesn't like fences, but a lot of dogs don't like dogs behind fences. So anyway. Very
true. I always not cross the road when I walk Tilly and I see other dogs, but she's just very, I don't know. She's very what's the word? Timid?
Yeah, maybe she didn't have much exposure.
No, I don't think she did. But if she hears a dog barking, she freaks out. And I feel like I always talk about animal psychology on this podcast, and I don't know why, but I just find it so interesting, especially with dogs. I mean, you probably know, dogs are more intelligent than I think human beings really give them credit for.
Yeah.
And every time I walk Tilly, I don't do it anymore because she hates it. But there's this massive, like, empty lot, like, in a street over, and the house next door has 3 massive, I think they're Great Danes. Like, they're huge. And there's a hole, like, in the side fence. So they, like, live in the empty lot, basically.
Oh, okay.
It's just like a wire fence. And every time I used to walk past there, they would go crazy. And I thought they would, like, gonna get out and, like, attack her.
Mm-hmm.
And now if I even walk past that street, she, like, pulls on the lead to get away.
Yeah, see, but a lot of dogs don't like dogs when there's a fence between, and also when it's like that's their property. So they're just doing, like, you know, the dog thing of, hey, this is my house.
I know,
but
of
my
course,
dog will go crazy if there's a fence. But also, if she's at the park and there's a dog on the outside of the fence, both of them will tend to go crazy because dogs just don't like it when there's a fence. But, like, same thing with her. We know where all the dogs live in our neighborhood now because she's a bit reactive, but she's getting better, you know, counter conditioning. But if we walk past a house where she knows that there have been dogs there, sometimes she'll cry. But it's not necessarily like a cry to get away or to get to them. Like, we can't tell what it is, if it's just frustration because she can't see them or hear them or can't get to them, or she knows they're there. Like, we're not too sure.
Yeah, right. I love dogs.
There are lots of good dog podcasts you should listen to.
Are there?
Yeah, I'll get my mum to give you recommendations.
Oh my God, yes, I would love that. I just love, like, animal psychology. Getting in the mind of an animal is so fascinating.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I don't think we do enough behavior in vet, but it's really interesting. True.
Well, I guess I mean, not that you wouldn't need it, but I guess you're more focused on the medical side.
There is some behavior stuff and, like, trying to minimize fear in the clinic, but
true.
Yeah, there could be more.
So when do you finish your degree?
What year are we in? 2022 is my 4th year. Yeah, 2022 is my 4th year. So the end of that year, I'll graduate.
Well, that's still kind of not far. It feels far, though.
But it's pretty soon now. I mean, I'm in my 5th year of uni, so, like...
Are you over it by now?
Not necessarily. I just feel like I'm never leaving.
Fair. I would feel that way too. But I miss uni. But I feel like if I had to do it all online, I would hate it.
It's hard. There are aspects that I do like, aspects that I don't like, but motivation is really hard.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Also, online lectures, like, it's the exact same amount of time, maybe even a little bit shorter, but I find it takes me double the amount of time to watch an online lecture than it would if I just attended the lecture and then went back and quickly checked things I missed. Like, it just takes me more time to do.
Well, I think that's because, you know, like, I just think it's hard to get into, like, a work ethic in your mind when you're at home. Like, it just feels like I'm like, oh, I'm in my room. Like, I shouldn't have to be, like, doing work.
For sure. And this one, she likes to, if I shut my door, like, the door's not allowed to be shut, she'll come and headbutt it and she'll, like, hit it until I let her in.
God.
And then she'll come in and she doesn't want to sit there. This is rare. She does not do this in the day.
Oh.
She wants to either play ball on the carpet or go a bit crazy on the carpet, or she'll find things in my room she can take and run away with, because then I'll have to get them off her. So we play a game of, I'll swap you for a piece of food, because we don't want her to get, you know, possessive over things. So, oh, here, thank you, I'll swap you for a piece of food. But that also means that she takes things off the kitchen bench and goes, look what I have a pen, do you want to come and get it? So it's you know, love her to bits, but it makes it really challenging to work from home.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I mean, you wouldn't have it any other way though, would you?
No, she makes it interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to watch a lecture, being in the middle, and then having to pause, let me go get that off the dog.
I can imagine. That's why I'm always like, because Tilly always wants to, like, lie on my bed, and I'm just like, you can, but, like, I have to, like, move every 10 seconds and, like, get up. So I'm like, you might as well just go somewhere where you don't have to, like, move. So now she just sits on the couch and watches my mum work all day.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, the other day I found something.
Yeah, what?
So, for the listeners who don't know, and Claire, maybe you don't know this either, but I have like, I don't know how many because I haven't counted them, but I have a lot of old like notebooks filled with like film synopsis ideas and like
I
old,
100% knew this. I swear
yeah,
I've looked through one.
yeah, probably, and like old TV show ideas, and like I was looking yesterday. No, not yesterday. I don't know, some other day, and I have a medical drama in there, like a Grey's Anatomy type thing that I wrote like each episode. I wrote each episode for
Oh my gosh.
like 16 seasons.
What the hell?
And it has the date on it.
How long are the episode descriptions? Are they just like 3 sentences or?
No, a page each.
Charlie.
And like each season was like 22 episodes.
Oh my God. Were you like really bored?
Clearly, but it was in 2013. So that was year 9? No, year 10. Year 10.
Yeah, year 10.
Yeah. Which I don't think that I was that particularly bored in year 10, but
No.
I don't know.
What the hell?
And I'm just reading
dedication.
I know, because like
You must have been so invested in these characters.
Oh my God, you have no idea. But I have all these different TV shows and I'm like reading through it. I have it, and you know what's funny is that like I haven't thought about the characters of the story or whatever like 7 years, literally like since I wrote it. And then the second I like read the first episode of like whatever one, I'm like, I remember every single character's name. I remember all their relationships. I remember exactly what happens. And I'm like,
that's so good.
It's crazy that my brain has all that information. And like,
can you picture them? Can you like see them?
I wrote a cast for all of them.
Oh my God, I love that.
That's how pathetic I am.
No, that sounds exactly like something you would do.
I know. And I wrote a lot. I'm going to say like maybe 20 plus different TV shows. And could never figure out how to end them because, okay, this is another interesting topic to talk about. It's like, can you think of a TV show that has a really satisfying ending? I feel like it's very rare.
I swear I was thinking about this not long ago, but I can't remember what I said. I mean, Stranger Things, I've been happy with all their endings so far. But that's
not... Yeah, I mean like the end...
See, it depends, like the end of a whole thing. Like it's completely done, finished. Teen Wolf was all right. It wasn't ideal, but it was all right.
Yes, I agree with that.
I just really like Teen Wolf, so, you know. Yeah.
Pretty Little Liars, awful.
I never finished it.
Oh, yeah. It's not worth finishing.
What other shows do I watch?
Well, there's Buffy, but we're going to get into that. I have a whole section about Buffy to talk about.
The ending to Buffy felt a bit rushed.
Don't. We're going to talk about it in a second.
Okay, sorry.
No, I'm not saying don't as if like I'm offended.
What other TV shows do I watch? I cannot recall.
God.
I watch a lot, but I can't like think of things that have completely finished. I feel like I'm in the middle of a lot of stuff.
Yeah, right.
Because like Gilmore Girls, the revival, hated that.
How did the original one end?
Logan asked her to marry him. She turned him down. That wasn't a very good ending either.
No.
But also, I like a happy ending, so I'm like, I understand why she turned him down. But anyway.
I like a happy ending too. Wait, anyway, my point is that I feel like it's so... Now when I watch TV shows and they end really badly, like, I complain. I'm like, oh, why did they have to end it like that? And then I go through all my old stories and the endings are insane. One of them was... I write a lot of soap operas, so... What if there was a soap opera set in this small town in like California or something? And it ends with an invasion by Russia, not into the US, just into this small town. And I wrote, like, tanks came in and destroyed the town, like, flattened it, but a few of the characters, like, climbed up into a tree there and survived. And then there was someone, like, could fly a small plane, and they flew out of the town. And then I remember another one I wrote that was, I guess it was kind of a rom-com about a library and a museum, like, in one building, and the library and the museum had, like, a rivalry, which I think actually would be interesting. I should revisit that.
It feels like an office type situation.
It was like that, but it was more like, I'm trying to think what it was more funny.
Okay.
I mean, The Office is funny, but I mean,
yeah, I was
like, have you seen Ally McBeal?
No.
Or Suits?
Yeah.
I would say it was kind of like that. It was funny, but there was also, like, drama.
Okay.
I remember the ending of that, one of the ex-employees plants a bomb and blows the building up. Like, they would just end in the worst ways that I'm like, if that was an actual TV show, I would be so angry. And, like,
you just wanted really big finishes.
Yeah, and, like, the medical drama one, I wrote that, like, the hospital, it always ends with fire. The hospital just caught fire, and
oh god.
Where was I going? Where was I going with that story?
You're talking about TV shows that you had written.
Yes. But so basically,
but I don't know where you're going.
I mean, I never know where I'm going in life. Oh, okay. So I was going through them, and then, so I opened one of them, and like, this page fell out, and and no, it was like 2 pages, like, double-sided. And I was like, what is this? And then I opened it, and in 2013, I had written a will. I don't know why.
I feel like I knew this.
Did you?
This doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I feel like I always, random points in life, I just write a will, but I didn't know that I had written it. And so I'm reading through it, and this was before you had watched Buffy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm opening the letter, and I read it, and it says, verbatim, to Claire Ann Vincent, I bequeath my collection of Buffy the Vampire Slayer DVDs
oh my gosh.
in the hopes that she will enjoy it as much as I did.
I love that so much. I mean, you were right. I loved it.
I know, but just, oh my God, I make myself laugh. God.
That was a very typical you thing to say.
It really was. But my point is that I feel like we've spoken about Buffy, but not, like, in depth. Like, I don't think we ever really had a long conversation about it.
Like me and you, or me and you on podcast?
No, you and me, just in general.
Yeah, I feel like I just message you when cool things happen.
Yeah, because I don't think I really saw you in person a lot while you were watching it, for whatever reason.
I think I binged it after year 12.
Yeah, right.
From memory, yeah.
So I have some questions about the show, because it is the best show on earth.
Charlie, I'm really sorry if I oh, good. Okay, I was like, I don't know how much I remember.
No. Like, I mean your personal opinion. Hang on, my heater is below my feet and it's really hot.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Much better. Okay.
Perfect.
So, do you have a favorite season of the show?
They all blur together. This is my issue. I really struggle because any TV show that I watch, apart from Teen Wolf, because I've rewatched it, I haven't really rewatched anything, so it all just blurs together. So I have, like, no context. I'm like, oh, I remember that one episode, and I remember that one episode, but I couldn't tell you where they are in the grand scheme of things.
Fair. See, I can, like, distinctively remember which season is which because I've seen it, like, 10 times.
So which is your fave?
Well, I don't know. I think that, by the way, if you don't watch Buffy or you don't care about Buffy, just skip ahead. Um, well, season 1, 2, and 3 are when they're in high school. And I feel like those seasons are so different to...
The college seasons.
Or I feel like it's season 1, 2, 3 in one thing, and then season 4 by itself, or 4 and 5
What happened
maybe.
in 4? Was that with Riley?
Riley and the Initiative.
See, I like Riley.
So do I. I read an article the other day that was like I guess of like Buffy's, if you say her 3 major boyfriends, like Spike, Angel, and Riley, I guess he is the worst of the 3.
Debatable.
I mean, who is the best? I say Angel.
Angel, because of that episode that I think was on Angel, where he and Buffy got together for a day and then they had to like erase her mind, but he remembered it. That was so sad.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was an emotional episode.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know if Angel's my favorite. I'm not a Spike person. I like Spike separately. I don't like his actions at certain times, but
yes, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah.
I think well, it's funny that I say that I like Angel, but like he did kill people. He was bad.
But that was Angelus.
Very true.
You have to separate it in your mind. After watching Angel, I'm like, no, there is Angelus, and then there's Angel.
Yeah. Wait, have you seen all of Angel, or where are you up to?
No, I was just about to say that. I haven't finished it. I have not touched it again in so long.
You need to get into it.
No, do you know what bugs me? It was going great until the whole Connor, Cordelia, love triangle thing.
Completely agree.
Hated that. Got so bored, and then I just like stopped.
That's where it really starts to go downhill.
That was bad.
After Connor becomes an adult.
I miss, what's his name? Doyle? Was that his name? From season 1?
He was in like the first half of season 1.
I know, but I really liked him.
I
made it better.
I don't think about him. Anyway, my favorite season of Buffy is maybe... I like all of them. Like, there's none except for season 7. Season 7 is the only one that I don't really love. The one with all the potential slayers and...
It got pretty dark. And Willow's character got a bit iffy in there.
I just don't... Well, I mean, yeah, after Tara dies, it's kind of...
Yeah.
A struggle. But I would say I love Faith, so season 3, I guess, is my fave.
I know, you love her.
My queen. Do you have a favorite villain? So I'll go through the villains to remind you.
Yeah, good.
Season 1.
I remember the first dude.
Season 1 is the Master.
Yeah.
Season 2 is Angel. And kind of Spike although Spike and Drusilla are kind of...
Drusilla was cool.
I love Drusilla. Season 3 is the Mayor and Faith. Season 4 is Adam, the robot Frankenstein dude.
Oh, yeah, him.
Season 5 is Glory. Season 6 is Warren. And I say Andrew and Jonathan, but they weren't, not really.
Not really.
And then Willow towards the end. And then season 7 is the first evil.
Glory was the blonde girl with the
blonde girl. Yes.
Because when you said the first, I got confused because I don't remember who the first was.
The first doesn't have, the first like appears as different people. They don't have a physical form.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Did they appear as Glory once?
They appeared as like everyone.
Okay, maybe that's why I was confused. I really liked Glory, and I liked Faith, of course, because she grows on you. You hate her at first, and then she's good.
I don't really see her as a villain.
You
actually
just listed her in the villain list, so.
I mean, but if you take it season by season, I think that season 3, the villain is the mayor.
Yeah, I didn't like him.
I hated him.
I liked Angel, and I quite liked when they put Willow bad, but then I feel like it went on for too long. But the Willow Xander comeback was
I feel like it actually didn't. It was only like 4 episodes or something.
Oh, maybe I'm remembering it differently. I just liked when Xander brought her back. That was good.
Oh, me too. That's such a good episode. I like the first evil. I like how the first evil is like present from the beginning. Like I remember as I rewatch it more, like the first time it appears is like as Mrs. Calendar. So early on.
Jenny.
Yeah, I love her. And then it appears like again and again, which I like. But I think like Glory is the most charismatic villain.
She was crazy.
Oh, I love her so
But I did
much.
love Drusilla. I like Drusilla's like quirks.
Me too.
But
I think
oh my gosh, Darla?
Yeah, but she
I forgot
dies
about
like
Darla.
in the very beginning of season 1.
Yeah, but not really because Angel.
I was about to say, I don't know if you're up to the part where she comes back in Angel.
Yeah, that's already happened.
Oh, Joe, if Connor's there, yeah. I was gonna say.
I was like,
I like Darla in Angel because she wasn't really like
better.
a character in.
No, she was minor
Buffy.
in Buffy. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite character overall?
Oh my gosh, I really loved Oz. I miss Oz. I wish he was in it for longer. He's so underrated.
I don't really get that.
I liked Oz. I also I don't know. I like the Scoobies. Like I just feel like they come as a pair. Also, Anya, she was great.
Love her. I like Faith though. She's my favorite.
I know.
You don't like her.
I think I liked her when she was like more useful to them, not an enemy.
Well, that's like season 7. Is that what you mean?
That's just like a sign. But that's the sign of like good acting because you're supposed to like hate the villains, you know. I find 100%. It very hard to be like, oh wow, they're such a good villain. I really love them. I'm just like, no, they're being evil to the main characters. But then afterwards, I'm like, wow, they were such a good villain. They play it really well. Blah blah blah.
Very true.
But when I'm in it, I'm in it.
But I still think one of the best episodes is the one where her and Buffy switch bodies.
That was a good episode. That was a good episode.
So good. Yeah, I don't really like Riley. Oh, I do like Riley, but he was just kind of boring.
Yeah, I get that. I think after Angel, he was boring.
Don't you think that if Angel never got his own show, she would have ended up with him?
Yes.
Like in the very, very end, she would have been with him.
Yeah, I reckon.
I'm glad you agree with me.
Yeah.
Do you have a saddest moment? I know the saddest moment.
In Buffy, yours is Joyce dying.
Yes, but specifically what scene?
The scene where... oh, the scene where Anya cries and she freaks out. Yes. Saddest moment. No, see, mine's from Angel, that Angel Buffy episode.
Interesting.
That was a sad one. That got me.
I
think Joyce's death was sad.
Yeah. Or where she like first sees her on the couch. That's sad.
When she was like, Mom?
Mommy?
Yeah, that was so sad.
So sad. But I don't actually think when Buffy dies in season 5, I didn't really think it was that sad.
I don't really remember. I think because we knew, I don't know if you can hear my brother outside the door.
Not really. It's okay.
Okay, good. He was very loud. I think because we knew she was coming back.
I think that's the problem. That's an issue for me in TV shows when they kill the protagonist. Well, I mean, something like Game of Thrones, they killed the main guy and it still continued. But I feel like when it's Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like, she has to come back.
Yeah, that's true. But see, that like I stopped watching The Walking Dead after Glenn. But that was more so because that was so brutal. It made me feel physically sick. And then I was like, okay.
Did it really?
Yeah, I think I was so invested because I had watched it for a really long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just made me feel like Negan. He made me feel physically sick. And that death was so brutal. I think they lost a lot of viewers after that.
I think
Like,
so
I
too.
get why it happened. It matches the comic book, but yeah.
See, it's funny because like I remember watching that and being like, what the hell is going on? Like, this can't be happening. And then
I did that too, but I knew it was coming because I knew from I didn't read the comics, but I knew of the comics. So
yeah. But I remember watching after that. It's just so bad now. Like, it's so bad.
yeah.
Like, Carl died.
Yeah, I knew that. I think Jack watched it for a little bit longer and then
like, I just feel like when Carl and Rick are like the main people, and now they're both gone. But Rick's still alive, but I don't know where he is. But it's like, just cancel it.
I really loved Daryl. I loved Glenn.
Daryl.
I loved when Carol went crazy and saved them all.
Yeah.
Like, that was just such a good moment.
I love Maggie. I always loved her.
I liked her until after Glenn. I think I watched a couple episodes maybe after Glenn. I can't really remember, or if I just heard about it. I get why, but she was just, yeah.
Beth
was good.
That was sad when she died. I liked Laurie, but everyone else hated her.
Yeah, hated her. And Shane.
I liked Shane. He was a good.
Do you know what? What's weird is I think that was the first thing I ever saw that actor in.
What's his name?
I cannot remember, but he was so good in The Punisher. I absolutely loved him in The Punisher.
He's a really good actor. I feel like I've seen a few.
Yeah, I see him in so much now, and I'm like, wow, he's so good. I really like him.
Yeah. Another question I had for you, not about, we're done with Buffy now. So listeners, you can come back.
That was a lot of Buffy chat.
Do you have a favorite nostalgic Australian TV show?
Oh, you already know it.
Wait, I'm going to guess. Oh no, I'm going to get it wrong.
There's a few. No, you can guess any and I'll tell you. Nostalgia. You tagged me in it the other day on Facebook.
Not Jeopardy.
Loved Jeopardy.
Is it?
That's one of them.
Blue Water High?
Loved Blue Water High. Yep, that's one of them.
H2O?
Oh my gosh, that was so good. I forgot about that. Yeah, that can be one of them.
What's the one you're thinking of?
Parallax.
Duh.
I never watched all of it. Never.
Oh my God, you have to watch it.
It was so good. And I remember you used to draw symbols on your trees in your yard and we'd like play Parallax.
I did. I like carved a symbol into like a desk. Because you know it has to be like a shape for you to portal through it.
Yeah.
I would like carve a shape on a desk and just like hide under it, pretend that I was in a portal.
Love that.
Oh, I love Parallax. You have to watch all of it. It's so good.
I should. Surely I can find it on YouTube.
Well, all of Jeopardy is on YouTube.
I rewatched Blue Water High on YouTube.
I remember we watched some of that together. I just feel like it's not as... I don't know. I think because each season they have a new cast, it kind of annoys me.
Yeah, I didn't like that. But the original season was the best.
With Flo.
Perry and Edge and Flo and Heath and...
Yeah. Very, very correct. I feel like I am just in lockdown. I just am consuming too much content.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I just watch stuff all day.
Like what? What are you watching?
Oh my God. I mean, Umbrella Academy. Did you watch that?
Oh my gosh, I've seen season 1. We need to start season 2.
I've seen the first 2 episodes. It's really good, actually.
Yeah.
What else? I'm watching The OC, which I'm assuming you haven't seen.
No, I think I remember like 1 or 2 episodes, but I never watched it.
It's not that great. I'm just watching it because
Chad Michael Murray, yeah?
No, that's One Tree Hill.
No, then I'm thinking OC, but let me look up the cast.
The OC is Misha Barton, Ben McKenzie.
Adam Brody. I swear I've seen 1 or 2 episodes of One Tree Hill.
It's okay. It's not that interesting, but
it doesn't
what else?
really look like my show.
No, definitely not. And have you heard of the new streaming service? Did you see in my Insta story the other day?
No, what's it called?
Shudder. And it's like a horror movie streaming service.
Perfect for you.
I know. I immediately signed up for it. And it's they have a lot of original content, which is weird to me because I'm like I had never heard of it.
Yeah, no, neither.
But I watched a movie on there, and I'm at the point where in life, in quarantine, where I'm like, I can't keep rewatching the same movie because I always rewatch movies all the time. And I'm like, I need to be consuming new things so that I have a different perspective. And there was there was a movie on Shudder that I watched called Downrange, and it was so bad. It's about this group of people. You don't get an introduction to any of the characters. None of them.
Okay.
The first shot is them driving a car and the characters are just talking. You don't know anyone's name. You don't know how they know. You still don't know how they know each other. And
but I feel like I feel like you've made me watch a horror movie like that.
Like what?
I cannot remember, but I swear we've done that, where it's like you're just straight in.
I feel like that happens in Friday the 13th, actually. There's no real introduction. The characters are just driving. But in this one, it was just bad, low budget as well. And so they're driving along this like deserted highway, and then they get a flat tire, and then they get out of the car, and like the characters are like flirting with each other, but you don't know if they're in a relationship with each other. And then what they're hugging, and it's like, but you were just flirting with this other girl. It was just weird. And then basically there's a sniper in a tree who like shot the tire, and he just is killing all of them. And the writing, the special effects is really good. It was very gory. The writing is so bad. Like they're stuck behind the car. Well, most of them are dead, but they're like stuck behind the car, like taking shelter. So then they decide to like put the car in neutral and like push it down the road. Why? I don't know. Of course it rolls into a ditch, like obviously. And
didn't see that coming.
Yeah, and this girl who's like pushing on the back, and she trips, and she just sits there. Like as the shelter's rolling away, and the guy could have just shot her. I'm like, run, bitch, run! Why are you just sitting there?
But that's horror. Like that's classic horror.
I understand that, but like, it just annoys me when characters make dumb decisions. But then it's like, if they made smart decisions, there wouldn't be a movie.
True. Very true.
But yeah, it was very, very odd. But I should give you my login. You don't like horror movies, but...
No. I just thought of an answer to your question earlier about TV show endings that were good. Tabula Rasa.
Yes.
That was a good ending. I was
thinking about that today.
That was a good ending.
Such a good show. Too bad, although I was going to say too bad it's only one season, but it was good.
No, it was perfect at one.
You don't want to drag it.
No.
We still haven't finished Dark.
No. I loved season 1 and 2 so much. I really, really loved it. And I saw the trailer for season 3. I was like, you know what? This is going to be great. It looks really good. It's going to finish it all up. They've planned it all out so well. Season 3 is slow. And I feel like I'm asking more questions than I am getting answers. But I'm like 4 episodes in, so I feel like I should be, like it should be starting to wrap up. There's probably only 9 or 10 episodes.
I think there's only 8, isn't there?
Oh, well, good. I'm halfway through and it's not wrapped up yet.
I do find that it is very laborious to watch. Like I actually say to myself in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, if you just get through 1 episode a day, it'll be done in like a week. And I'm like, should I have to feel that way about a TV show? Like,
see, season 1 and 2 did not feel that way at all. We like binged it. But season 3 is so hard to get into.
That is the struggle.
Although, like, we're pretty persistent. We're watching Yellowstone.
Oh, that's also... Are you watching it on Stan?
Yeah.
Claire and I share a Stan account.
Yep. You mean Belle?
And
it's because I got it for free, and I was like, yes, everyone join.
Is Addie on our account, or does she have her own?
She has her own.
Okay,
She's welcome. I told her she could join ours, but if she joins ours, I'm going to have to change the plan again so we can split it 4 ways and across 4 screens.
And it'll be more expensive.
No, it will end up being cheaper for all of us. I just have to change the plan again. So I told her, if she wants to join on, she can.
Yeah, well, why doesn't she?
I don't know. Maybe she's happy with her Stan account until...
I love that we're talking about it.
I don't know.
Well, Addie...
She's more than welcome to.
You better listen to this and then get on our Stan plan. My God. Okay, well, I think that's all the time we have for today. Do you want to plug your social media or no? You don't want people to follow you?
No.
You hate people. You hate strangers.
Yes, I do.
Just period. You hate strangers. No, but you don't like random people following you on Instagram, which is odd to me.
No, because my Insta is like personal and like I put up like pics of me.
You never post on Instagram.
I posted the other day on Instagram. Thank you. You were in the photo.
Oh, yeah. I don't. Is your account on private?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I see.
And I don't post much, but like I don't really have anything to post. I need to post all my placement pics, so.
Oh yeah, cute.
I'll do that at some point. But I might do that on Facebook, so anyway.
Yeah, do it on Facebook. I feel like Facebook's more personal, I guess.
Both of mine are personal. They're both on private.
Can't relate. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. I'll let you know when this is uploaded so you can watch it. Even though I feel like you hate watching yourself on camera.
I cannot stand it. I get about 20 minutes in, if that, and then I'm like out. Well,
can you just like put play on your computer so I get the views so you don't have to watch it? Just put it on mute and then like put it in the background.
Sure, I'll do it while I'm watching a lecture.
Yeah, exactly. Do that. Okay. Thank you for joining me. Bye.
Bye.